Good afternoon, Grand Rising, Divine Rising, to all my beautiful reflection that are going to watch this video. Welcome to the channel and welcome to Divinity, welcome to Divine Logic, welcome to Common Sense that's not so common anymore. It's your boy Divine Messenger here with another message, Understand. Today we're about to react to Katt Williams exposing the truth that has been hidden within the industry, and he's been exposing that, but of course people are trying to, not even trying, they have been shaming his name for no apparent reason, because all he does is spread love and truth. Even though he speaks his own truth, he did and is in an industry that pertains many different truths, including a illuminated truth. And I got these key points over here, so we're about to get right into this.
Audition for the role of Money Mike with me. You're saying all 201 of us was auditioning and you had already had the role and had already shot the role in 4 days? The truth of the matter is, the Money Mike in the original script got raped in the bathroom, and that's what Ricky Smiley was okay with. Katt Williams had to take the risk in front of the studios and the cast and our powers that be in his very first movie and say respectfully, humbly, guys, if we're talking about anything else, I have no credibility and I have no pull. But we're talking about comedy, right, where I have all the credibility and all the pull. The problem with Friday After Next is we're trying to make a classic comedy. And this comedy involves a rape. And rape is never funny, no matter who it happens to or what the circumstances are. If you would allow...
And that's what's crazy too. It's really interesting how he did that. They make billions of dollars off of our trauma, our pain, our misery, and it's just fucked up when that's what you were going to put into a script to make into a movie. So he had to step in and understand that that shit's not funny. It doesn't have to be funny in this way. You know what I'm saying? He can put his own twist to it to where it'll be funny, but not in a traumatic way, which is very illuminated of him. He is a puppet as well.
To allow us to do this movie without a black man getting raped in it, I promise you that it will be twice as funny as it would be with him getting raped. So considering that's the real story, why would you bring up that story?
You feel what I'm saying? Like, once again, why would you do that? But that's what happens when you want to be in this industry, when you're a part of that fraternity.
It was so egregious, I put in my contract that I won't work with Ricky Smiley again unless he's in a dress. Now, what was Ricky Smiley's next movie? Was it First Sunday? Did he wear a dress in it? You bet he did. It's in my contract.
Why would you put that in your contract, Katt?
That's where he's a believable actor. Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life. They play good women, and I believe that the best actor should be in the best role.
So that's why, because when we released that clip...
You get what I'm saying? So like that right there just really explains how a lot of these men are willing to be women. They're willing to emasculate themselves to be the other gender that they're not. You get what I'm saying? But they play that role so well that they were willing to even work with him to go on the other side. And that's what happens when you're playing on both sides, when you're on the fence of who you are. Some people have no shame, and he has seen that by being a part of this industry. So these people can't come back and talk their shit, because he literally has the dirt on all of them, because he's literally been in these predicaments with them.
Nobody's ever talked to her, and she's never been interviewed anywhere. And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people. How they all end up with that. That's part of what you get. I came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things, because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen, amen.
But look, you see, like, so when it comes down to divinity, when it comes down to having three eyes open, understand you got to see way past the surface level of this information. So if you see us on a higher point of view, on a higher consciousness, he is speaking on the spiritual aspect as well. Understand that all the celebrities that you know, all the entertainers that you know, they will get exposed, because that's literally what's going to happen for the dark coming into the light. Because when it comes to an awakening, when it comes to a Christ frequency, you have to up your frequency to the truth that has been awakened inside of you the whole entire time. You've been knew these things were happening, but you were just blind to the entertainment value, because that was literally poison for your mind. That's what they were planning to do in the industry, was to bug your mind and bug your consciousness and manipulate you from knowing who you really are. You are a celebrity, so why are you watching other celebrities live their life? You know what I'm saying? And they're not even an honest celebrity in the first place, but you idolize them. So you're literally worshiping Satan. That's exactly why he came here to do what he needed to do.
30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
You will tell it.
no, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Katt because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script. How? That's why I'm saying, that's why I can't let Ricky Smiley say he was supposed to play Money Mike, because
And that's the reason as well. He's going to be that voice that people are going to be looking up to unconsciously, not knowing that if you just trusted your own intuition, you would have been knew this about these celebrities already. But because this video is so popular, it got 21 mil, you know what I'm saying? So because it's so popular, his voice is going to touch many unconscious souls for some reason, and that would be their spiritual awakening, even though when we were already awakened, we've been knew about this stuff, but the new wave will come in to their own spiritual awakening. This is all part of the journey for this new year, not knowing that the new year is in March 19th to be exact. So just be prepared for that intuition for yourself.
important in the checks and balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people.
Also remember as well, contradict everything, question everything. He's saying Satan, for him to understand that he's still a part of the club as well, but he's not a part of that club. There is levels to this shit.
That's why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years? If what I say ain't the case. It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with and they don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Wow.
Because Shannon Sharpe got to be a different person than that other person.
But you see how he got to dumb it down? Understand too, he's just saying like when it comes down to you as well, time for you to step up, you got to know that you still God having a universal dream. So understand you can make anything, you can achieve anything you want. You can make anything come to life when you manifest it, when you believe in yourself. All you got to do is believe in spirit. Once spirit guides you and you guide your physical vessel, you guide your ego, trust me, life is in the palm of your hands. You know what I'm saying? This can be you. You can be that voice for people to wake up. It's inside of you the whole entire time.
White male friend when I'm telling that white joke.
Right.
When I'm talking about this joke about this black lady, I know that black lady. That's who I'm talking to. I'm speaking to this fan base that I've been speaking to from the beginning. I already told them what I was on when I first came in. I told them they was gonna come after me. They was gonna cancel me. They was gonna say terrible things about me and try to mess my life up. I said that coming in to stand up. I'm saying it in my
So you
face.
knew it was going to be.
It has to be. I know I'm going into the belly of the beast. How could I be naive? I know that I'm going into Satan's playground, but I'm trying to be so good that you got to bring me in so close that I can see who's doing what and what's going on in there.
In San Francisco, you just...
See, I had to switch up that question because it's going over a lot of people's heads. But he willingly telling us that he went to Satan's playground. He was willing to see what needed to be seen so that he can speak. When it comes down to it, within the future, he spoke into existence, basically. That's why he did it. You know what I'm saying? To have whatever he wanted, understanding that there's some dirty shit that come with it. So he was able to see all that, and people was telling him these things. So on a whole different perspective, from 3 different eyes, understand he has numerous opportunities to ride out anybody he wants because he wasn't willing to sell out, even though he sold out.
And the Chris Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker, not Smoke.
What's crazy, all these distractions, so this right now is a distraction, the Epstein Island shit, the alien stuff, all these things are distractions from knowing who you really are, knowing that this is all a game, this is all what actors in this game do, and not knowing that the higher ups are very sick individuals, not even individuals, but they're beings, entities not from this world, so terrestrial entities, you know, whatever you want to call them. When he said the cabal, understanding that these are a group and a mass of higher consciousness beings that have been here, you know, the older families, royal families that you have never seen before. But these types of entities are able to manipulate our masses just for that bread, because that's what they were able to manipulate out of thin air, not knowing that you are the currency. Our currency is their energy. They need us to feel their system. You know what I'm saying? You have to really understand what you came here to do and play your part.
My goal was to get this far in Hollywood and still have a virgin asshole. And never had sucked a penis. That was my only goal. I didn't want to get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan Majors.
There you go. See, come on, Katt.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not gonna act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. And that's the truth of the matter. So I stayed away from that. And remember, I told you the drug story from when I'm in the park.
Yeah.
So these are just the things. I had all of those when I came in. I already was ready for that. That's what they don't like.
I did not.
And that's real, because he's going to stay true to himself, understanding that no matter what, he's not going to sell out just for that bag, even though he sold out for that bag. But there is levels to this shit. So many of your favorite celebrities have sold out their own morality, their own body to get into these movie roles, these TV roles, these video games, you know, these different opportunities to be where they are to pay their bills.
Dave Chappelle walked away from 50 million. You said it was more. Tell the story.
That's right.
I will let you tell it.
No, you're the
No,
best.
I want you to tell it.
You really are the best. You've proven it here today. As much as I'm
Man, he giggled on that. He appreciated that compliment. That man turned into a schoolgirl right now.
proving it, you proving it. You proving it. Yeah, that wasn't the thing. It wasn't, people say that. He lost $50 million. No, that's not even close to what happened to this dude. And until you understand what happened to the dude, you don't understand what happened. Like, no, not they offered him 50 million and he turned it down. Who gonna turn down 50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Katt, I need to know. You here, get your number.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
See how he's trying to change the subject, because that's too much. That's a frequency that's way too high for the masses and for him as well, because you know those are his friends. That's why he's trying to fake laugh it off, because he knows the men going to approach him behind closed doors. Like, Shannon, you gonna let him talk about it like that? Like, come on, man, you're on the fence.
Come on. I wanted to be God's friend. That's a weird thing if you're an atheist. If you're an atheist, I didn't even say nothing. But if you believe in God and I tell you that I wanted to be God's friend and I wanted to even go to Hollywood and still be God's friend, if I told you that that was my aim, you could understand where I'm at. Like, I promise you, no jealousy, no bitterness, no, none of that. I got exactly what I was trying to get. I haven't been shorted in any way.
That's just crazy. So when he's using God and for people to be awakened, for the awakened ones, y'all already know God is saying. But for the unconscious beings out there, people gotta understand that God is saying, knowing that Elohim, Yahuwah, Jesus, Yeshua, Lucifer, Yakub, Zeus, you, your ego, these are all the same things. These are all names for consciousness. These are all a part of you and they've been a part of you. So he was willing to go into that playground, go into that consciousness and still love God and be God's friend on both sides. You got to be friends with the good and the bad, because what is it? It's a foreign concept. It's really a man-made concept, because you are good and bad. So what is it?
So the canceling, what do you think about this cancel culture? You see the situation with Jonathan Major. I mean, for all intents and purposes, I don't know if maybe he can bounce back in a couple of years, but man, he was hot. He was hot. He was cooking. I mean, you see him in Creed, he's in the Marvel movies, and then just like that.
Maybe I'm a conspiracy theory, but I thought Katt Williams said any time they make you into that position, part of that contract is you do understand whenever we want to take you down, we can, right? Part of giving you the world. First of all, they went around the world for 2 years straight telling any women that would listen that this was a good-looking Negro. Mm-hmm. Since when? When did y'all start liking a big nose? And when did y'all like a little head and a big jaw? When? Since when? That look like my daddy. When you start liking my daddy? You like black people's features like that? If this ugly nigga is good looking, then all niggas is good looking. Anytime you see them telling you something you can't believe, just understand it's a play. And it don't matter. You gonna know it's a play as soon as they get in that position and think they gonna tell somebody something. No, you're not. No, you're not. Marvel will cancel you you won't be allowed to read a comic book. What is you talking about? Get out of here. Get out of here, ugly.
You feel what I'm saying? So don't think just because you get these big movie roles that you deserve to have that big ego, because no, they were able to knock that down. They were able to plant a certain situation on Jonathan Majors, you know what I'm saying? So, gotta keep praying for him, keep speaking positivity, but that's what comes with it when these higher ups are pulling the strings on your career that you signed up for. It's all it's a business.
No, so there was a crossroads where we were both invited to an Illuminati thing, and it had to be...
Illuminati meaning illuminated. You had to be illuminated to even understand these types of meetings.
One or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. So it was both of us, we were equal. One of us had to cut off all their hair and couldn't do the sideburn thing no more with the points. And the next person, they said, was going to get $200 million because they were going to pay him $10 million a movie to do 20 movies. And that's how the conversation happened. One of those persons turned out to be Ludacris, and the other person turned out to be Katt Williams. Now, one person ended up with a light-skinned, ugly-faced wife that's never done Remember I told you that if I say that, it applied to 7 people? Yes. It's part of what they give you. Okay? I didn't get it. I'm not mad about it.
How much money they give? 200?
Sir. Fast and Furious is on what number right
10.
now?
10. 200 million. I might need to get me one of them more women look the same.
That's what they all end up saying at the end of the day. Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you? It's okay. All right.
That's all it takes, man. Look at what that money make a bitch do. That shit crazy. Hey, that's what they do when it comes to that bread, when it comes to, having that ego. When people want their ego to be boosted, when they want to be loved in a materialistic realm, they'll sell themselves out and emasculate themselves in front of the masses, because that's how bad they want to pay their taxes. That's how bad, actually not even pay taxes, because they're rich at that point, they're wealthy. So they don't want to pay their bills for real. They want to live that lavish lifestyle away from regular people. They want to have that lifestyle where they can be on the hills, where they can have all these types of movie opportunities. They can go out the country. They can have these higher meetings and get paid in higher ways. This shit is...
It's not good for the country.
Man, you see this Mark Zuckerberg building this $270 million bunker?
If you have $1 billion, we have learned that you can do whatever you want to do. When Elon Musk wants to send things in space, he don't have to ask nobody's permission. Congress don't meet. Senate don't meet. No police department got to be warned. He don't need a permit. None of that. If you got $1 billion, you do what you want to do, and then you tell them what you did.
Man.
And that's how it goes.
What he building a $270 million bunker? What do he know that we don't know, Katt?
Kim Jong-un don't know. Do you understand that people that are not very bright are in charge of nuclear bombs all across the country?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he knows. He knows that 30% of all weapons systems are running off regular Wi-Fi. So what does that mean? That means if a solar flare...
And just peep how he was doing this the whole interview. Peep how he kept on reading the room. Who was in the room with him? I was just so uncomfortable for him to be doing that, though. You feel me? Like, you really gotta peep how he was playing it cold. He was reading the room so loud and so on a different, like, you gotta be clairvoyant and claircognizant to even understand what he was doing. It's like it's a divine spiritual level while he was literally being illuminated all the entire time.
Or a meteor hits either one of those. Literally, a bomb can go off just because the system accidentally got turned off. Yeah, that's what he knows. The people that are in power know that the people that are running the most complicated and deadliest things on the planet are just an average idiot. And you know lots of idiots.
I do.
Yep. And these people are not special. Back in the day they were.
Yeah.
Not today. Not today.
In conclusion, you are a genius. You are a genius once again. You are divine. So for you to understand that how people who run the country are literally idiots, they were able to project that projection upon us. So a lot of us were able to do the work to be smarter, to be a genius from who we used to be, not knowing that we're not in competition with anybody. We have to spread love, and not only love, but we have to stop hating each other just because we hate ourselves. When you stop hating yourself, you'll begin to love yourself. When you love yourself, you'll begin to love the world for what it is. You cannot change it. You can only change yourself. Love you. Have a great day.